to the 10th. Recapping last week, I'm doing this video for both my Footage Factory and my Social Explosion. My Social Explosion channel is basically cameras, video editing, and my Footage Factory is basically my life, racing, and combine those two together and you get me. Recapping last week, I was in Donington and Alton Park. My bikes are currently still in the trailer, and that's where they will stay until the surrounding area gets cleaned, organized, and upgraded. Let's recap what I'm talking about. Last week, I made a cool video, which you can see right here. These big bikes, the R1 and the Ducati, I'm still shaking them down, learning them. I'm learning the tracks, trying to get better, and I'm just trying to be a well-rounded motorcycle rider. The Ducati Air, the ABS, and the TCS, it still comes on. And realistically, just as a troubleshooting step, I'm gonna find that original sprocket and put it back on the bike to clear that code out. I actually like that smaller sprocket. I believe it's a 15 tooth, but I'm not sure because I wasn't raised in Italy and I don't know how to work on Ducatis if I did the proper way of upgrading the bike as far as sprockets are concerned. Do I need to do it at a Ducati dealership? Because the Ducati dealership local to me is in my bad books, I didn't upgrade my sprocket with them. Now, in the hopes of growing my YouTube channel and promoting my sponsor, Jocko Fuel, I've got this Halloween limited edition pumpkin milk protein powder, and whoever used my promo code or my description in the past, I sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'd love to be the top salesman for Jocko Fuel. With this one sale, I'm going to be nowhere near the top, but I am so appreciative. Be sure to use the link or the promo code when checking out. And one more time, whoever ordered using my link, thank you very much. R1 has a brake fade issue, but that's manageable as bleeding it regularly proves to get rid of the issue, so hey, why not do some preventative maintenance and jump on that? As far as Social Explosion is concerned, we're reviewing our camera equipment. I'm trying to tell better stories here, and it's difficult to do so when my camera equipment isn't charged or the SD card is full. That's something I'm trying to explore and practice on, getting my camera equipment up to speed before I get out on track. So, starting off with the helmet cam. We just need to buy a new one. After my spill, my old helmet cam, the Senna Momentum, it's been damaged. So as far as the marshal's concerned, if they see me out on track, when I was at my pit bike race this last weekend, I had my old Rockstar helmet with the GoPro strapped to the front. But I can't do that at Knock Hill or Donington because the big boy tracks, they won't let you have the camera strapped to the front of the helmet. The 360, they're running good, though we need a secure mount for the Ducati. I need to stay on top of charging, clearing the data from the cameras, but the 360s are running pretty good. And if I can get those running well with the rest of the cameras, I think I could start getting a story put together pretty well. The 360s, putting them on the pit bikes, I should have had it mounted ahead of time. I ended up finding a good mounting point, but where I should have installed it on the bike on the testing day, on the race day, it was too difficult to get it mounted, so shame on me. And the GoPros have reached their performance limit. So now it's up to me to plan ahead of time and get the pieces put together, the videos put together to make a good story. It's like my bike. I can blame the motorcycle for getting low track times, but really it's on me for preparation, making sure I know how to ride that track, making sure I know how to ride that motorcycle, lean, power, so forth. I could blame the equipment, but I've had riders with slower bikes pass me, and I don't want to admit it, but realistically, it's me. It's the skill I have that I need to improve upon, and it's the same thing when it comes to storytelling. YouTube, putting all the videos together, making sure that there's a story to be told. When I get all the footage put together on the GoPro, the 360, and the helmet cam, and I, after the fact, try to put it together and to make it into a story, that's when the story isn't good. I'm really trying to learn how to make a story and how to make it entertaining. One of the reasons I'm doing these YouTube videos is to journal my life so that when I go back and look and say, hey, this is the maintenance I'm doing, these are the bikes, this is the upgrades I'm doing, I'm also looking back to say, how well am I making these videos? In 2 years' time, I hope I can improve in storytelling. Here's a recap of the pit bike racing from all of the past weekend, past 2 days. It's Monday and I came back late yesterday and just threw everything in here, kind of zoom out and see what's going on. The pit bike has, so this red ignition, spark plug wire, I had to replace that because I burnt it. Somebody had it out on the racetrack. I was able to pay him for it. I felt kind of bad about that. The bike is running pretty good. I got it down just in practice earlier about a week or two ago. I was able to get it down into the 51, almost 50 time frame over at Crail. But the bike seems to be slowing down as it gets warmer. Now, I don't know what that is. Is it the piston rings? Is it the valve? Is the valve's not sealing? Is it the spring inside of it? The sump container, that's broken, so I need to order a new one of them. I found a semi-cheap exhaust, a little over $100, so I'm gonna, actually I think I should probably put that on order. So new sump, new exhaust piping, no can. It doesn't come with a can because the Scorpion one's about 300 pounds. That's pretty expensive. I don't want to be paying that price. This is all just a learning process. I'm trying to get my tools in order, trying to get my bike in order, trying to get my gear in order, trying to get it all organized. I had to hurry up and throw it in because it was raining yesterday, so I'm pretty sure that's wet. In fact, I need to open that up. I got my trailer outside, which we'll take a look at that. That's something I am still working on too. I still have my bikes in there from that. In fact, today I told my wife it was going to be just a clean day. I haven't even started cleaning. I'm still just editing videos. So day one of the racing was just practice. I didn't want to beat the bike up too much. I had a pretty good little battle from a guy, Scottish Steve. I'm American Steve, and him and I were dead even. Sid the Sloth, Craig, if you're watching this, yeah, Steve, him and I were dead even. Oh man, I wish you would have raced. I came second place. Not because I was good, but because there was only two guys, like you saw the trophy in there. If I can get some more competition, that'd be great. I'd like to start being a little bit more competitive into the first place and even battle with the CRF guys. I know their bikes are pretty hard to touch, but if I can get towards the end of the pack with those bikes, I'm thinking about upgrading forks, rear suspension. Just get the clutch seems to be going too, so I might need to order a new clutch. But I think that yeah, 100% that's the last race of the year. I might do a little bit more practice. In fact, ooh, you know what? Yeah, I probably shouldn't order some parts so that if I do at least one last practice with Alistair. In fact, if you're watching this video, Alistair, if I could do one more practice and get my new exhaust and a few more bits on there, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, day one was just testing. Day two was they rearranged the track. I think it was a little bit, actually, you know what? Instead of saying it was a little bit faster, it was probably dead on. If anything, it was about half a second faster because it was a little more top end speed. It's helping me get a little more seat time, break down what I need for the bike, because I'm using this to help train myself up for the big bikes. I kind of went the wrong direction there. I probably should have went 600s instead I went 1000s because I thought I was my ego got in the way. Either way, I'm going back to the drawing boards by getting myself trained up with this. It's helping me train how to organize my tools, get my tools ready. I'm taking my trailer when it comes to track day and the big bikes, then I'm taking my truck when it comes to going to Crail, so I'm constantly moving stuff around. So staying organized is a challenge, but it's all a learning process.